Okay, you are watching this video because you are somebody who needs to reassess your organizational patterns essay. This was part of the organizational patterns test that we took before winter break. This is where you proved the organizational pattern of an article. So you were able to reassess your organizational pattern essay for up to a 70. To complete this reassessment, you will need your essay. So you can find your essay in Notability. If you cannot find it in Notability, it should still be in Schoology, and this was completed on December 17th. You will also need the outline template from Schoology. So that can be found in this folder that you're at right now. If you go to task number 2, and it's this essay reassessment outline. So you can open this up. All right, so for your reassessment, the first thing that you need is you need the correct answer for the article you chose. So remember, you wrote an essay telling me the organizational pattern of one of 5 articles. If you wrote your essay about the black hole article, you need to make sure that you are saying it is description. The Civil War article is chronological. The Halloween article is compare and contrast. The article about bees is cause and effect. And the article about the Mississippi flag is problem and solution. So if you did not use the correct organizational pattern for the article, then you know that that is something that you need to change. So for this reassessment, you are going to be taking the information from your essay and you are going to be plugging that information into the outline template that you opened on Schoology. Your best option to do this is to split your screen between your essay and the outline that you are going to be completing. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this process, and I am going to use an essay about an article that y'all did not read. You are not using this essay right here. You are using your own personal essay that you wrote. Do not fill in this outline using this essay here about an orangutan. You will not get credit. You need to fill out this outline using your essay that you wrote. Okay, so it is going to ask you to find your thesis statement, claim, evidence, reason, and your restated thesis statement. So I'm just going to start here at the top with my thesis statement. So remember, a thesis statement is the sentence in your essay that answers the prompt. So this is where you have told the reader what the organizational pattern of the article is. So in my essay over here, here's my thesis statement. The article, Orangutan Sandra Granted Personhood Settles into New Florida Home, is a chronological article because it uses chronological keywords and the events go in order. Okay, this is a thesis statement. It answers the prompt. So I'm going to take this thesis statement and I'm just going to plug it into my outline over here. And then I'm going to move on to the claim. I'm going back to my essay and I'm going to find the claim. This is usually at the beginning of a body paragraph. And this is where I give a reason that proves the thesis statement. So this is my first claim right here. The article is chronological because it uses chronological keywords. All right, that is one big reason that supports my thesis. So I'm going to take my claim and I'm going to plug it into my outline. I'm going to move on to evidence. Remember, evidence is specific examples from the text that support the claim. So I'm going back and I'm finding evidence that supports this claim. And I wrote some of the keywords include first, then, and next. Okay, that is great. I chose specific words from the text as my evidence. So I'm going to take that evidence and I'm going to plug it into my outline. And next, I need to look for my reason. And this is where I explain how my evidence is connected to the claim. So I'm going to go back to that same body paragraph, and I see I didn't write anything else. I don't have a reason in this paragraph, so for the time being, for right now, I'm just going to leave this reason blank because I don't have that in my essay. So if there's something that you see you don't have in your essay, leave that spot on the outline blank for right now. So I'm going to move on to my next claim. So this should be my second reason that proves my thesis. Going back to my essay. And here's my second claim. This is where I give a second reason. Next, the article is chronological because the events go in order. Okay, that's another claim. And take that claim, plug it into my outline. All right, and then evidence. Again, this is specific information from the text that supports my claim. Okay, so right here, this is where I had specific evidence. I said, for example, the author writes she was born in Germany and spent 25 years at the Buenos Aires Zoo before arriving in Florida on November 5th. That is my evidence from the text, so I am going to plug that into my outline. And then lastly, it's asking me for a reason. This connects my evidence to my claim. So if I go back to my essay, this time I do actually have a reason, and it says, this evidence proves the article is going in order. Okay, it's connecting my evidence to my claim because it mentions the orangutan being born before it talks about the orangutan arriving in Florida. So this explains how my evidence is connected to the claim. So I'm going to take that reason. I'm going to plug it in to this outline. You can use this sentence stem right here if you want. I'm going to get rid of it because I don't need it there. And so lastly, it's asking for my restated thesis statement. This should be at the end of your essay. And this is where you wrote your thesis statement again, but in slightly different words. So here's my restated thesis statement. Therefore, the organizational pattern of the article Orangutan Sandra Granted Personhood Settles into New Florida Home is chronological because it uses chronological keywords and goes in order. So this is where I'm answering the prompt again. I'm telling what the organizational pattern is again. So I'm going to take that restated thesis statement and plug it into my outline. Now, I am not done. The reason I'm not done is because I have a blank right here. Okay, I don't have anything written here, and I need to plug something in here. So I need to come up with a reason about how this piece of evidence is related to the claim. So I need to add that in right now. This isn't in my essay. I have to come up with it right now. I'm going to write this evidence supports the claim because these are examples of chronological keywords. And I want you to listen really carefully. You are doing this assignment because you did not pass your first attempt at this essay. That means that you are going to need to make some changes on your outline. It is very, very likely that you will have some blanks, just like I did whenever I didn't have this information. It's very likely that you are also probably going to have some of these blanks. And you need to go in and you need to fill in anywhere there is a blank. When you get done with this and you get ready to submit it, there should be no blanks. Every single thing should be filled out. Once you are done transferring the information from your essay to your outline, then you will need to submit your completed outline. There should be no blanks. So like right here, that should not be a blank. Every single spot should be filled in. If you don't have it in your essay, then you're coming up with it now, and you're adding that information now. Once you're done, you will go back to Schoology. You will submit it here to task number 2, essay reassessment, and you'll get this submitted. This is due Friday, January 15th by 11:59. If you do not submit this by Friday, January 15th at 11:59, you have lost your opportunity to reassess and your grade will remain as is and you won't get to raise your grade. This is a hard deadline. If you submit this on Saturday, it doesn't count. You don't get credit for it. So you need to make sure that you meet this deadline, submit this essay before Friday night at 11:59. If you have questions, as always, while you're working through this, email your teacher. They are happy to help you. Whoever your language arts teacher is, email that teacher and they can help walk you through this process some more. Thanks, everybody.